Hello friends, welcome to Flutter Agency channel. In this video, we are going to see how to integrate Firestore with a simple Flutter app. What is the Firestore? Firestore is a NoSQL Cloud database. So in NoSQL Cloud database, there is no defined table schema for database. NoSQL database is just a collection of JSON. So in MySQL, there is a table, and in NoSQL database, there is a collection. And every record in collection is called a document. When should you use Cloud Firestore? When your app is very simple and you don't want to waste your time in setting up whole backend system and database. Cloud Firestore integration is very easy and very easy to use. So how Firestore works? Firestore keeps your data in sync across all client apps through real-time listeners and offers offline support. When you're reading or writing data, Firestore uses a local database that automatically synchronizes with the server. Cloud Firestore functionality continues when users are offline and automatically handles data migration when they regain connectivity. I will drop a link for how to create and integrate the Firebase project for your Flutter app. After doing that, you have to enable Firestore support for your Firebase project. Go to your Firebase project, click on Cloud Firestore, create database, start in test mode, click on next, select the region based on your country, and click on enable. It will take some time to create your Firestore, and then you have an empty database. So let's do some code now. Add dependencies to your project, Cloud Firestore, Firebase core, and share preferences. Cloud Firestore is required to communicate with your collection, Firebase core is required to initialize Firebase service, and share preferences will be used to save user data locally. Before we start using the Firestore, we have to make sure that we initialize our Firebase service at the start of our app. Until the Firebase service is initialized itself, you have to show loading screen and then start your app. Now we will create user model. We will define properties like ID, name, email address, password, or gender. We'll create constructor, a named constructor for this, and we will create two more constructors to get a model from JSON and a method to convert the given model to JSON. Now we will create user repository. User repository will be responsible for all the operations which we will perform on the collection. We will create a user collection inside our Firestore. To get a collection reference, we will use firestore.instance.getCollection. This will connect to our users collection. Now we will create signup method, which will take user model as argument, and we will get a new document from the users collection. And after that, we will get the ID of that new document and set into our user model, and we will create a new record when user signs up. Similarly, we will create a login method which will take email address and password. If there is any record with the given email and password inside our users collection, then we will authenticate the user. So we will query the user collection. So we will perform query like this. So it's similar to SQL, where you can apply condition where email is equal to email and password is equal to password. We will get that snapshot. If there is an error, we will throw an exception. If there is at least one record with this email and password, we will authenticate the user. Otherwise, we will throw an error. Now we will connect this signup method to our UI. I have already created a minimal UI which will require to perform the operation. We will connect the signup method on the click of signup button. So we will create a new object of user repository and call the method signup, which will give us a document reference, and we will save that user's information in our local so we can get it later on the home screen. So we are passing the user model to a signup method. We're constructing our user model. All these controls are already given to all the text filters which we saw in our demo. We don't need to worry about UI in this particular tutorial. Now we are getting an instance of shared preference so that we can save our user ID and username, which we will get on our home screen. Now we will navigate to our home screen. We will clear the stack and we will push the home screen. Similarly, we will do this with login method. We will connect our login method on the click of login button. Similarly, we will create a new object of user repository and call the login method, which only requires email and password. And if user is authenticated, then it will return a user model. We will not worry about our validations here. We will save the logged in user's ID and name in our local. Get the similar experience we get while signing up. After that, we will clear the stack and we will navigate to home screen. So this is our home page. Home page is very simple screen. It will print the name of logged in user. So we will get the username from our shared preference and we will show it while user login or sign up. Now we will see how to update our record. So to update, we will need to get a document reference with the user ID and we will set a new data. And if there is an error, we will throw an exception. This is the fetch method which will be done by ID. So collection.doc will return a document reference and .get will return the existing data. If it doesn't exist, we will throw an error if that the user with this ID doesn't exist. Otherwise, we will get the user model from data. Similarly, we can create a delete method. We will fetch a document reference with ID and perform delete operation. So this is the output of our app. We will fill the data and click on the sign up button. It will store the data in our Firestore database. I will show you how to check that data is inserted or not. And we will remember this email and password. We will use this email and password to log in our app. So we'll go to Firestore, refresh the page, and you can see that new users collection is created with one new record. Now we will restart our app to log in. We will log in with the same ID and password. So we can see that it will fetch the record and it will allow us to see the home page. So it was successful. So we just saw how to integrate Firestore with our Flutter app. We can integrate our backend with no time. You can check out this documentation. This is official Firestore documentation. You can see that it offers so many queries like we do in SQL. It applies limiting and ordering and other queries like is greater than and everything. You can check out this documentation. If you have any doubt about this video or you want to know more about Firestore, or you can comment below and let us know if you like the video.